the most awaited tech events, the annual affair from Apple, where Apple CEO Tim Cook kicked off the virtual press conference from Apple Park in their headquarters in California. Lots was announced. There was the Apple Watch series that was launched, the Apple Watch SE, the iPad 8th Gen, as well as the iPad Air 2020 during this event. Just going to run you through then some of the key highlights and announcements for the new Apple products. The Apple Watch Series 6, well, this was the first product that was announced, and the headline feature actually is its ability to measure blood oxygen saturations. Yes, you heard me right. This is a measure of how well your cardiovascular system is actually performing, and if you have this, you might not even need to use the dedicated pulse oximeter, which is such a need in today's times. It's got more energy efficiency and it's always on display. It's twice as bright as before, and it has a new solo loop, which is a single band as well with no clasp. It's made of silicone and it's being launched in 7 colors. The Apple Watch SE, well, this is another useful feature in the Apple Watch family setup. It allows you to pair your Apple Watch devices from the same iPhone. It's targeted at children with new features like the automatic location notifications, school time mode, which has restricted interactions with the watch during school time, and it's become quite an important product, and lots of new features, built-in GPS, swim tracking, and even accurate heart rate tracking. And it's the upgraded version of the Series 3, and essentially the Apple Watch SE also supports the fall detection as well as swim proofing, etc. Then you have the Apple Fitness Plus, which is essentially a device which is targeted at the Apple Watch users. You can choose workouts from a catalog of videos, and that can be played on your iPad, your Apple TV, or even your iPhone, and you'll be seeing your fitness data on the screen along with the trainer's videos. You can see your activity ratings on the screen as well, and it says that the workouts will be refreshed weekly. You can just pick out the music while working as well. It integrates Apple Music. The iPad 8th Gen then, and this was announced, the iPad has the A12 Bionic chip, a Touch ID, as well as a similar form factor which is compared to its predecessor. The processor is a huge upgrade over the A10 that was powering the old iPad. Here the A12 Bionic is first seen on the iPhone X series, and that's what's going to be adopted for this. It also supports the Apple Smart Keyboard cover and the Apple Pencil, and in the US it's priced at $329. There was the iPad Air 2020 as well that was launched. It's a redesigned body, it's got a flat border, and it essentially supports the 2nd generation Apple Pencil. One of the big features that's in the integration of the Touch ID fingerprint sensor into the power button of the iPad 2020. The iPad Air 2020 has the new A14 Bionic chip. It's expected to ship with the iPhone 12 series as well, and this is based on the 5nm process technology, which is an industry first according to the company. It's 40% better CPU performance, 30% better graphics performance than the iPad Air of 2019. And then there's Apple One, which is a service which contributes to Apple's revenue, because essentially it sells Apple Music, Apple TV Plus, Apple News Plus, Apple Fitness, iCloud. That adds up to a huge sum for all of those who need these services, and it's been priced at about $15 a month for Apple Music and Apple TV Plus, as well as Apple Arcade and the 50 GB iCloud. There's a family plan too for 200 GB iCloud at about $20 a month, and $30 a month for 2 TB iCloud storage, which will be available in regions that have the Apple services. So lots of exciting announcements that were made this time around.